Okay, see here we can observe this is a variable x for a this to each value of this real variable x, a unique real number y is associated by means of rule. This is a function, it's a rule. X square is a rule here. Okay, we use the word unique real number. You should observe carefully two important word in definition of function. One is to each value of x and a unique real number y. See, the elements which are in X, for every element there should be a mapping. This is called mapping, connected with the, another set, say Y, another set of real numbers. So every element should have a mapping, and that connected with the unique real number. Unique real number. One can connect with one only. It cannot connect with the four, because if one square one once appears, again there will be no chance of getting four. Got it? But sometime this may happen. Say I have defined a function f of x as x square. Okay, I'll take 1 minus 1 2. Now what happened? 1 square 1 minus 1 square also 1. Got it? 2 square is 4. This may happens. Two elements can map with one element, but one element cannot map with two. One square 1, once it happens, 1 square 1 only. Minus 1 square also 1. This is possible. But 1 to many is not possible. So this is a definition of function. So we use the word unique. Where uniqueness will appear? Here uniqueness will appear. If once 1 get a value of 1, by the rule f of x equal to x square is 1 only, it cannot change. Okay, if once minus 1 get minus 1 square plus 1, this value will not change. This is unique value. Okay, now this is a definition of functions. Later we'll discuss, maybe you studied in the last year in detail from the chapter relation and function. If not, again in algebra this concept will come, relation function concept will come. So for calculus I just use a definition of function. Okay, let's move on to further aspect of this. Here we can remember one more important note, that is, if I write y is equal to f of x, this x is called independent variable. X is called independent variable. Okay, and y is called dependent variable. Y is called dependent variable. See, this x is independent of y because you can choose any kind of value. So I have chosen 1 to 4, but y you cannot choose as we have chosen x. You know why? X I can choose 1 to 4, any value I can consider. Here 1 minus 1 2 and all I considered, but y depends on x. So depends on x only, y appears depending upon this rule and depending upon this value. Therefore x is independent, y is dependent. Dependent on what? Dependent on x.